G'day and welcome back to Duckzorly Gaming and our ongoing early access Let's Play series on Penberlan Farm Deluxe, a yet to be released map by Dusty Dave Modding. Pardon me. The map, as of the last report, is with Giants awaiting approval and publishing on the mod hub. So it's just a matter of time, as far as I understand, that until the map is available for you guys to enjoy as much as what I am. So anyway, what we're up to now is we're finishing off our work on number 3. Now, I was mucking about with courseplay to try and get this guy to do some windrowing, and as you can see, it's not working very well. So what we're going to do is we're going to interrupt him, and we're going to stop him, and I think what we might end up doing is just either doing it ourselves, or we might just send him on a hired worker, because he's just missing far too much. So what we'll do is, while we're waiting for the harvester to fill up again, we'll try it, like for instance this middle row here. It just seemingly just left it all behind. So we'll just go and tidy this up. So we'll get rid of that, and we'll get rid of that. So I don't know why I even reduced the width of the windrow. So the native width is 9.3 metres, so in course I reduced it to 9 metres, thinking that would fix a problem of missing little bits and pieces, like this row over here to the left hand side here, these little sections that are left behind. But apparently not. It's not made it any better whatsoever. So we will do it manually, because we seem to do a better job than what courseplay can. So, hope everyone is well. As I said, we are continuing. I won't do that. Continuing through our preparations and our work on the fields. This is the last field we have that's available to us to work on at the moment. Our other two fields being a sugar beet field and a soybean are still in the growing stage, so they're not ready for us to harvest yet. But that gives us enough time to deal with this one. So enough time to harvest it, windrow it, collect all the straw, deal with that, all that sort of stuff, and then move on to those two fields as well. So what we'll do is, when we get down the bottom end here, because the harvester's got 1 and a bit runs to do, we'll have a look at the map and just see exactly where we are, as in not where we are located, but where we are in relation to our fields and all that sort of stuff, the status of them. Keep pressing the wrong button when I go to that. Not a perfect job of windrowing, but in the end we'll accept it, because I'm not going to worry about it too much. End of the day, if we lose a bit of it, it's not that much of a game breaker, because it's only going to be a few extra dollars. Well, that even depends if we make dollars from it, because we might not be selling it, we might just use it. Use it for what? Well, we might put down some production. I mean, who's to say what we're going to do? So we'll just have to wait and see. We probably will end up putting down another silo, just so we can store, for instance, our straw. I don't believe the silo at the farm takes straw. I do have to confirm this, obviously, but I think it just takes our standard crops and that's it, which is fine. But we'll make a bit of money and we'll give ourselves the ability to do that. Plus, we'll also put in a fermenter. And actually, the grass field is right next to the farm, which I think is field 11, possibly. Where all the equipment resets and all that too. That is more than likely the field we're going to buy, and we will put our fermenter in there and we'll concrete some of it out. So yeah, very similar to what we did with Penberlan when we were setting up for Penberlan. We created a bit of a furthering of, or an extension of the farmyard in there. So that's what we'll probably end up doing there. Alright, so we'll go and empty the harvester because it's full, and then you can finish off the last little bit. Now there's a very small amount to do and we'll be done. Yeah, so hope everyone has been well. As I'm typing this, I'm actually been going through. It's still the Easter weekend, and we're trying to get some videos all queued up, so as we don't have to do quite so much during the week. So work doesn't affect us nice for stuff. So yeah, we're just trying to sort of power through them. I mean, there's pros and cons for doing that, and this is probably something for if you're considering becoming a YouTuber. So what you can do is you can do a couple of different things. I mean, obviously if you're streaming, well, you're going to be recording it effectively the time you're actually streaming, so that's all well and good. Unfortunately, as I've said in numerous other episodes and things like that, I don't have the upload capacity on my internet to stream. I can't even support a 360p stream, for instance. It's abominable, it really is. Now we'll just quickly take this over the silo and dump it as I'm talking. Yeah, so what we are left to do is to record. Now that's not so much of a problem. We just have to pretend we're talking to people, even though they're not directly there, but you will be there at some point when you're watching the video, which is all well and good. But there's probably a lot more time. I don't know, I don't stream, so I don't imagine there's a lot of time when you're streaming, because when you do this, you've got to then go back and edit it, you've got to do all that sort of stuff, which I don't tend to think you do so much. If you were streaming, you may add a graphic at the front, credits at the back maybe, and that's about it. Anyway, so there's a bit of time and effort goes into it, so that's just what's expected. But probably more the thing is, you can do one or two things. You can either record an episode and then upload it. Now, like for instance, I have to record a couple of episodes and get them uploaded and be a little bit in advance, because my upload speed, so for instance, it's a 5:1 ratio. Okay, so if I want to upload a 30-minute video to YouTube, it's going to take me 2.5 hours. Okay, so it takes me 150 minutes to upload a 30-minute video. Okay, that's all well and good. That's just the way it is. Not a problem. If I was to do that just each day as I recorded a video, and then sort of had it queued up the next day, it would be so painful it wouldn't be funny. In relation to the fact that we would have to be... Oh, pardon me. Oh. We would have to... Actually, I'm going to need that tractor for the header trailer, so I'll come back down here and grab the tractor. Let's just grab the John Deere. Yeah, so it becomes a bit of a pain. So, for instance, what suits me best, and obviously you've got to juggle your real life and everything else around that. So, As everyone's well aware, I have 3 young kids and a wife, and I have my work life, and then I also have volunteering that I do and all that sort of stuff. So I've got a balance where I spend the time and how I do it. So what works for me currently is I'll do what I'm doing right now, and I'll sit down for a couple of hours and I'll record some videos. So for instance, today I've recorded 2 or 3 videos. I knew I was going to get caught on that. I shouldn't have done that so often. As we go through the trees. Sorry, I'm trying to do 2 things at once. I'm not doing a very good job of it. What was I saying? Yeah, shocking. All right, I'll concentrate now. Yes, so we recorded. Well, this is the 3rd episode, or 3rd video I recorded today. Now it won't be edited today, but I'll record three or 4 videos, if not more, and then the next day or 2, I will then come back and then start to edit. So on a total different day altogether. So, like for instance, yesterday, let's say, I edited 6 videos. So editing the video means remuxing the video in OBS, because I record in an MKV format. We then put the video into Premiere, do our graphics, our graphics for the intro and all that sort of stuff, and make sure that's all ready to go. We will then do the put in Premiere. Then in Premiere Pro, I'll then make sure the intro and the Duckzorlygaming.org advert, all that sort of stuff is queued up ready. Then add in the video, then add in the splash screen, so to tell you what episode it is, and then go through and edit the video, adjust audio, all that sort of stuff. And then once that's all finished, save that and then render it. So rendering then can take another, depends on the size of the video, but I probably would guess on average 10, maybe 15 minutes per episode minimum. And then once that's done, that's when I'm at the position where I can start uploading it to YouTube. Once it goes into YouTube, then each video I have to then edit in YouTube. So we have to apply. I've got some preset stuff saved. So basically I'll come in, if it's Penberlan Deluxe Farm I'll select the Penberlan Deluxe template, and it will apply the meta tags, it will apply a whole pile of different things to it, and then I just have to go through and just edit those slightly. And then once that's done, schedule it for when it goes live. So it's quite a laborious task in a way. It's not an easy task. It's not a very quick task. And if anyone thinks that doing this YouTubing stuff is quick and easy, well, I've got news for you. It might be, like I said, if you're just streaming from your phone, or you're just doing general streaming, well, that's, yeah, okay, it might be quick and easy. But doing these production videos certainly is not quick and easy. But it's not that I have a problem with that. It's just the way it is. So that's just what we do. So at the moment, like I said, I'm recording 3 or 4 episodes on the run here now, and then what we'll do is tomorrow or the day after, I will then get round to editing them, and then we'll upload them, and then all that sort of stuff. So that's why we sort of do it in blocks. So hence why, for instance, over this Easter weekend, you will probably find that I've mentioned that in about 7 different videos, because they're all recorded on that same weekend. They're just, you don't see them. So some of the videos that I've recorded today, for instance, won't be seen until the end of April, if not early May. And that means that if I get busy with real life, I can take a bit of a break from doing recording and whatever. Like if I have meetings, I can quite regularly have 3 or 4 meetings a week for the volunteering I do. And then it makes it very hard to get in and get any videos done. So it having them all banked up like that makes it a bit easier for me to deal with in real life. Plus also then I've got the family to deal with. So that's the premise of the way I've found is the best way to do this. And look, everyone else will find a different way of doing it. And at the moment I know I'm doing 6 or 7 videos a week, and that was, I just ramped myself up to sort of try and see how I'd go with it, see whether it was something that I could comfortably continue to achieve, noting real life demands and all that sort of stuff, or whether or not I would need to sort of bring it down to something a bit more realistic, like 3 or 4 videos a week. Now I know, for instance, my good friend Jerry, Grizzly Sims, he used to do, I think he used to have pretty much 6 or 7 videos a week. He's now pared that down to, I think, about 3 or 4 a week, because the same sort of reasons as I've just spoken about. Now, Jerry doesn't live stream very much. I think I have seen him he has live streamed before, but not very much. So he's pretty much in the same boat as what I am, I suppose, for the sake of the argument. But yeah, so I mean that's the reason. I mean, I know this has sort of got very long in the tooth of where I started from, but that's the reason why you'll hear me refer to the recording date may be the same on so many videos. So yeah, so please, I hope you do understand that. And then that's also why it's difficult too. So sometimes someone will put a comment in and say, oh, on a video, and say, oh, this or that, and you're like, when did that happen? Did that happen in one of my videos? And then you got to go back and watch your own video again to sort of see what the comment actually related to. And that's quite funny sometimes. I've had to do that a fair bit lately. But yeah, that probably comes with old age and senility and not having a very good memory. Anyway, that's the way that goes. All right, so we'll that's it. We'll stop talking about that now because it's very long, boring. I'm sure you don't want to hear that. But for those of you that are interested in getting into it and you want any tips, not that I'm necessarily the greatest at doing any of this, then feel free to drop me a line, put a question in the comments box below, and I'll certainly help you as best I can. And if I can't help you, I certainly have access through at least Simulation Gaming Society for a start, between Eustace, Grizzly Sims and myself, and all the people that hopefully will join us. We can certainly get an answer. If not, there's plenty of others. There's Farmer Klein, there's DoughBoy, there's Reefy 1952, Delta Bravo Productions, whole pile of people that I can go to and say, hey, look, this guy's got a problem, or this girl's got a problem with this. What do you reckon? How can we get it working for them? So yep, don't feel as though you're asking a stupid question, because there is no such thing as a stupid question. The only stupidity is those that don't ask the questions because they could have had the answer. And trust me, I asked lots of questions to Eustace and Jerry and all that when I first was looking at starting out. So it happens. We all do it. All right. So that has now been windrowed. So next on the timeline is to... What's that we're going to do? We're going to collect it, didn't we? Alright, now this will be interesting because I don't have any money for a fermenter, and I don't know how we're going to go with that. Might have to dump it all in a shed. Might be the only way we've got. Might have to use one of these sheds here as our straw storage initially. Now what we'll do is we'll park this round here. Now you will have noticed as well, I very, very, very rarely use silage clamps. In fact, I've only just been using a silage clamp on the Valley View time lapse. I was just starting to do one of those today actually, and I started using that. Don't enjoy it. Let's just cut the chase. Don't enjoy it, and it's not something that I plan on doing a lot of. So, all right. Now I don't think I've got a loading wagon, so loading the straw is probably going to be out of the question. Let's go have a look and see how much it is. Loading wagon. What have we got? Loading wagon. Now we've got a huge amount to choose from. Not. We've only got the stock stands. I haven't got any mods loaded, which I probably should have loaded actually. 31,000. Okay, let's buy it. We're going to need one at some stage, so let's just go and buy it. Alright, so now what we're going to do is get a tractor and go pick it up. Leave the John Deere there. It's probably broken down again, so we'd only take that one out again. So yeah, so we'll come and collect this, and then we'll start collecting the straw and put that in the shed at the. Oh, there is another set of sheds up here. Could perhaps. Oh, actually no, I could do it at the old. No, I'll do it around at the piggery. I mean, you've got to drive further, but that's what I'll do. I'll put it at the piggery. And that's where the fermenter and all that'll go later anyway, so it's co-located nice and close for that. So that is the plan. As we are down to $7,400, just shy thereof. So we better not go out expecting to spend too much money now. Have to do most of the work ourselves, can't afford the wages. Here he is, a Pottinger loading wagon. Alright. I don't know why I haven't got the mods of these loaded. Actually, I've normally got them loaded, and there's actually a mod. Could have been an update actually of these actual loading wagons. It wasn't an update. There was someone else put a mod out of them with different colours. So we'll have to have a look at that. So what was this? This is a 21,000 capacity, 21,000 litre capacity. So it's not huge by any means, but it doesn't need to be for this farm. Doesn't need to be. It'll be interesting to see how much straw we get off that field. I'll have to check to see how much wheat we got off it too. I had about 4 trailer loads, 4 full trailer loads or thereabouts. So about 80,000 litres, I guess, thereabouts. Now the premise for me trying to get, as I'm always hitting these fence posts, trying to get the course play to work for the windrower, was I wanted to put this guy on course play as well, and I could just automate it, but that didn't work. So yeah, we're just going to have to do it manually. Not a bad little trailer though, that one. The other thing is, as you can see, I am using keyboard control. as the last episode that I recorded as well, I wasn't really planning on doing the recording of these videos tonight, my time, but I did anyway, so yeah, that's what it is. Alright, so this is what we're going to be doing now. So I might do 2 loads and then we'll call it quits for this episode, and I'll continue to do virtually the rest of this one off camera. When we come back in the next episode, we'll probably just have 1 or 2 loads to finish off, depending upon what other work we've got to do. But at the moment there's not a lot going on. We want the grass fields to have another growth stage, that field there for instance. 1 more growth stage and then we'll mow that again. And we'll collect some more material, whether we do it grass or hay, or whether we make silage bales. I'm not 100% sure yet, but we'll have to look out for that. But yeah, so we're just progressing along. Slow and steady wins the race, as they say. Hopefully our silage bales will come in soon, as in they'll transform from grass to silage. Then we can sell them off and start making some money back. In fact, we could probably sell some of our wheat, truth be known, too. Now, while we're over here, the other production stuff I'm going to put in, as I said before, we are going to put a fermenter in. And what am I coming over here for? I didn't want to go over here. I want to go over here in the sheds. We will put a fermenter in, and let's put this one. We'll use this big shed. Yeah, we'll put a fermenter in. We'll probably put a seed maker in as well. A couple of mods for making seeds. Whether we put the bioprocess facility in, I don't know yet. The one that actually takes the silage, the digestate, and then creates liquid and solid fertilizer and biogas from it. I have to wait and see. Alright, that was our first load of straw in there. So that should keep it nice and safe from the elements. And then we can come and collect that as we need to. The only thing is we're going to need to buy other stuff to collect it. Now I'm thinking about it, we're going to need to buy a telehandler with a bucket. So, or a Pterodos or a Roper Noiro mouse. Although I don't think so. I'm not going to spend $500,000 just to take up some wheat. But anyway, best laid plans of mice and men. We'll work something out sometime later on. I could also just get a conveyor actually, and just take it all out of there with a conveyor, which would be cheaper. So as you can see there, so we've got the grass on the right hand side, we talked about it on the way out. Sugar beet there on the left. Another grass field up through there, which is not owned by us. That field in there is a field I said that we're going to buy and turn into an extension of the farm. And that's where we're looking at putting the fermenter, but that may just go over near the pigs, I don't know yet. We'll just have to wait and see what we do. Alright, so we'll lower the head, pick up again for this. Turn it on. Away we go again. Sorry, I just had to wet the whistle. And as much as we can use the small equipment on this farm at the moment, it would be nice to have some of the big ones. Like, so this row here, this windrow, is going to fill this up so quick it's not funny. If I cut across that now, go, it's almost full already. There you go. That's how much we did. We did bugger all of it. So a bigger loading wagon is on the cards. But again, we have to make money to do that. So that's okay. Future purchases. So we've got a lot on the wish list. But to do all that, we've got to make some money. And for the sugar beet, I think we're going to have to end up leasing a sugar beet harvester. Unless we just plough it in. We could always just do that. We could just plough the field in, I suppose, if we had to. But then that's a waste of the money we spent seeding it and fertilising it. Anyway, hindsight's a wonderful thing. Well, hopefully if the sugar beets are a good price, then that should help us make some money as well. Look at the look of this little farm area here. I actually hadn't noticed the chicken coop is actually being put in this barn. There it is there. Hadn't noticed that before. And actually, let's have a look. Where are the eggs? We always forget to pick up the eggs. Do I have no eggs? You chickens laying any eggs? Well, I've picked a couple of eggs up. There must be just lying around here somewhere. Anyway, I haven't got time to muck about with that. Let's keep going up. Alright, so I'll dump this load in here. Make sure there's no overflow or anything from that, which is not. Okay. There we have it. So we've got 2 loads done. So we'll just continue doing this off camera. And when you next come back here, we'll see where we're at from there. So let's have a quick look at the map so we see what we're up to. So fields 3 and 7 have been harvested. 7 being a grass field. 6 and 12 are our grass fields that we said that we're going to be close to harvesting again. Field 2 has been cultivated and ready to be planted again. We won't worry about that till after winter. And field 15, I forgot about field 15 actually. Field 15 is also a wheat field. It's not ready to harvest yet. And then field 17 is our soybeans field, and it's not ready to harvest either. So we will have plenty to do still prior to getting to winter, but we'll just have to see how we go and how things develop. But in the meantime, like I said, we'll continue to take all the straw off field 3, and when we come back, we will probably most likely be in the next game day, seeing it's now 4:32 p.m. and we'll certainly probably transition into our 6th day of summer. And also our last day of summer. So, we've got attraction for these fence posts, I tell you. So yeah, anyway, that's where we'll leave it for now. Thanks very much for watching. Don't forget to hit that like button or the subscribe button if you're not already a subscriber. We'd love to have you join us for our journey in this Let's Play series and also all our others. I again would like to urge you to come and join us at Simulation Gaming Society. Come join Eustace, Grizzly, Bear Sims and myself for some fun, laughter, frivolity, serious chatting, all that sort of stuff. Probably not so much the latter. And yeah, check us out. You can come join us on Discord and Facebook and also on our YouTube. don't forget to come and join me in my Discord. All the links for all that sort of stuff is down below. Also, don't forget to head over and check out another great gaming community, PCSG. And the link for them is down below as well. Alright, anyway, that's it. Going to go too far past 35 minutes, and we don't want to do that. So we shall catch you again very, very soon back here on Duckzorly Gaming when we're back at Penberlan Farm Deluxe. Until then, take care of yourselves and all your loved ones, and no matter where around the world, whether it be morning, afternoon, evening or night, have a wonderful time, and we'll see you again very, very soon. Thanks very much for watching. See you later.